support is ultimately the most important because it's there all the time. Like physical support, okay, like yes, your parent can make it here sometimes, but like I said, it's not realistic for your parents to be in every single thing at all times. So that moral support of not necessarily they know what you're doing, because I know like as parents, it's kind of difficult to understand. At least I think every school experience is very different. So I mean, my mom going to middle school is very distinct to my middle school, my high school from my mom's high school, and then I'm in college, she didn't go to college, so it's like, how can she relate? So it's not about relating, I think it's more about the conversations that you have, like Maria said, like having that ear to like, whether it's, oh, this is what I'm doing, these are my ideas, or it's like ranting, like, oh my gosh, my classmate, my teacher, like, just always having that, like, I can have a conversation with my mom or my parent or whomever is that guardian, and knowing that even though they're not there physically, they're always there, like, supporting you, like, oh, like, I appreciate all that you do for the community, like, keep going, keep doing it. My mom's like, ponte las pilas, échale ganas. So, like, little things like that, like, they're like tiny sayings, but they keep you grounded, and they remind you where you come from, they remind you of your roots, they remind you that your parents are there. So, like I said, the working parent is kind of difficult to be there, and I think kids are a little bit more understanding than you might think they are. So just always have that conversation where it's like, I might not be there, but I support you. Like, don't ever think I don't. Just so that at least if your child doesn't know that, like, oh, my parents are always working, it's like, well, they always ask me about what I'm doing. They're always telling me to do my best, and that ultimately is what matters, because that's with you wherever you go, regardless of what you're doing or where you are or what school you go to.
My situation is different. I'm a very lucky girl because my mom has always been there for me. She's over there. My dad is the one that always works, so I know that he supports me in the way that they said, where he always asks me about how it went, or he's giving me advice. Like, when my mom first told him that I was doing this panel, he was like, you have to talk muy fuerte and make sure everyone in the back hears you. And he's just giving me advice like that, and I know he's always there for me, but I do think it's very important for a parent to have some sort of relationship with your student, not just a parent relationship, and this is along the lines of what I said at the last panel, like a kind of friendly relationship where you can talk to them about anything, like they said, about like ranting about, oh, well, this girl said that, and I'm annoyed of her, or my teachers or my classes are hard. And I feel so grateful for having parents that understand and that I know I can talk to in that way. So, yeah.
My situation is actually very similar to Eileen because my parents are always there for me. My mom is always supporting me. I think it's very happy for me. Like, I feel very happy when I'm supposed to be speaking in a meeting, and I see from all of a sudden my mom showing up. I feel like happy because like I'm like, oh, I'm going to make her proud. I want her to see what I can accomplish. Because when they're not here, I mean, like, I know they're still supporting me, but when they show up, everything changes because I'm like, they're going to see what I'm working on. They're going to see everything I can do. And I really think it's very important, and it helps students when parents show up because they feel truly happy that you're there. So like they only see that you don't only support them like not only physically, but like they see that you're always there thinking about them and that you really care about them. Because like when you're supporting them, they feel a special bond with you, even though some parents like, oh, we might not notice, but like only that by the simple fact that you're showing up to an event like this, it actually brings us, like your children, very happy because we get to show you guys what we're accomplishing, even sometimes you guys really don't know. Thank you.
My mom's always been there for me. My dad's the one that works, but they're always supporting me, and I think it's really important because it boosts my confidence and thinking they're there and watching them. And my mom's always like recording me when I speak. And she's always like, I'm gonna send it to your dad. And my dad's always texting me, send it to me, I wanna watch it. And I'm always so happy when he ends up watching it and he texts her back. And yeah, I think that's really important.
Well, my situation was a little bit like Maria, but my mom, she's over there in the back. She's the one who mostly supports me because my dad, of course, he has to work. But I mean, like Maria, I had a lot of events since I was like in leadership, and I would tell her, and she would always like have to make separate agendas because for the stuff of me. Like, maybe on Saturdays I had to go to an event for school, but she had to go to another place. So she would like have to make a decision. And sometimes, like, I know it would be very difficult for her, but in the end, she always supported me. And I know even though my dad isn't here right now, I know he would be supporting me right now.